to you from our studios. We're actually doing a little bit of we're going to be doing several different live streams, 2 hour live streams, and some of them even 3 hour live streams. Just note, I will not be live streaming from 11 to 12:35 I because by 11 o'clock I start to feel a little bit tired and during live coverage doesn't help. So I will be taking some sleep from 11 to 12:35 so that I don't become tired when I'm doing my 12:35 to 3:45, maybe even 6:35, maybe even 9 a.m. live streams. Our coverage will continue, but I will not be live streaming. So if you aren't, so maybe I will miss some words. I'm not sure, but again, we're gonna be here when and I will still be in the bed during bedtime, but I will not be sleeping at the time, with the only exceptions between 11 and 12:35. That's my sleep time. But even then, I will still be in bed, cuddling, minutes, and I'll keep my eye on the radar. Speaking of keeping an eye on the radar, let's look at the. We have some words to cover, and I obviously have a monitoring, and we have the radios ready. So, good morning to everybody, and good morning to all of you. We now begin our severe weather coverage right now. So for those of you on Quarter Beyond News, stay with us. Soon these radios will be going off. We already had a flash flood warning earlier today while I was not live streaming. It was for Orange County, New York, and that was going to be in effect until 11:45. There's actually two of them, but both of them were canceled, which is some good news. And speaking of flash flooding, we're talking about several inches of rain. And but already we have another flood alert for some areas, so let's actually look right now we do not actually have an actual watch in effect from the National Weather Service, which will pull that up. But just moments ago, the National Weather Service issued this severe thunderstorm watch for southeastern New York, which doesn't include New York proper. But if you go and look at this, the severe thunderstorm watch includes Bronx. Yeah, I did. I looked at the Bronx, New York, Queens, and Richmond, which are the 5 boroughs of New York City. Which also included in that severe thunderstorm watch is Essex, Hudson, and Union. So 8 counties in the New York region under severe thunderstorm watches. Oh, yeah, the stuff I do not want this to be a bad test. But, so we were on, they finally pulled me in on the FIS. I think it does not include Nassau. But also New York Harbor is under it, which is part of the Kodiak Studios name. We actually have some severe warnings. Already in effect, we also have some flash flood warnings. Let's get to those. Here's how it was supposed to map. This is what John saw in his car. Firstly, we begin with major flash warning all across the region. In fact, we just got a tornado warning right now for portions of New Jersey. So, we started with our coverage, and now we have our first tornado warning of the day. How about that? This is a tornado warning for Somerset and Middlesex counties in New Jersey. This happened 13 minutes ago. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning for a couple of areas, including one for New York, with Union and Essex counties. We're watching that area to see if they will be under a tornado warning pretty soon. We also have a flash flood warning associated with that. First flash flood warning of the day happened 10 minutes of this afternoon, happened minutes ago, with Essex and Union counties, which does include Cranford. So Cranford's under a flash flood warning. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning and a tornado warning. We also have a flood advisory from Middletown and Key West Jules. This is going to be in effect for the day today. And speaking of awards, the main amount of awards right now in New England is actually in the state of Connecticut, because, not only Connecticut is under a flood watch, big differ, but Connecticut is also under what we call an air quality alert from the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, which is known as DEP. We also have a flash flood warning from Mount Holly, New Jersey. That will be from southeastern Morris and northern Somerset counties. We also have another severe thunderstorm warning also in New Jersey for Hunterdon, Mercer in New Jersey, and Montgomery and Bucks in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is also dealing with flash flooding. We have a flash flood warning now in effect for Philly, Berks, Chester, and Montgomery County, so we'll include Westchester there. We also have a flash flood warning now for Lancaster and York until 5 p.m. This happened 4 minutes ago, and we were live for 7 hours. For 7 minutes over there. How about that? We also have another brand new flash flood warning that has just been issued for portions of Berks, Lehigh, Bucks, and Montgomery counties in Pennsylvania. And I think they just issued. I just saw one. No, I didn't. I thought there was one for Nassau. But anyways, if Nassau were to get into that severe thunderstorm watch, then this would be our, then just like yesterday, we would have our first potential for an isolated severe storm. But even then, I still consider this mainly a flash flooding event, because more flash flooding is occurring today than severe weather. But I just want to mention that there's a severe thunderstorm watch for most of the rain actually right now is heading towards Enfield and Graham, and it looks like Winter Rocks, which is so significant and major. And that line is moving all the way even into Boston right now. So from Enfield all the way to Boston, that's how one straight line is right now. And we have a new severe thunderstorm warning now from also for New Jersey. This is just going to be in effect even for Philadelphia. This is, I think, for Philadelphia. Yes. So northeastern Newcastle, northwestern Salem, northwestern Gloucester, and then take a look at these in southeastern Pennsylvania. We got Montgomery, Chester, Philly, and Delaware counties. And then they presented it to us, and I'm like, so how is PEO going to be handled? Oh, well, we didn't know we had PEO. Okay. If the plant... Yeah, and we also got, now we have a strong storm. Maybe we had storms over Orange, but this is our first, we got a flood advisory now for Suffolk County. This is issued 9 minutes ago for Suffolk County. This could even go up to 2 inches, which could get our very first flash flood warning of the day. There's also a special weather statement for western Suffolk County. So maybe on like western Suffolk County areas, you can see some flooding and even the potential. So not only in Suffolk County, we're talking about the potential for some flash flooding. We're also talking about the potential that this could not only be a flash flood warning, but also the potential that it could even be a severe thunderstorm warning, which can bring some wind damage over 50 miles per 60 miles per hour, even quarter size tail with that storm. So that's all we have right now. And there's a lot of other severe thunderstorm warnings across New Jersey and portions of New York, but also right now the main focus today is not only in Western Connecticut, but if you live in Western Connecticut, this could be the worst of it. But if you live in Springfield, Hartford, or Pitt, or even portions of New London, obviously, even Providence too, you're still going to deal with a possible flash flooding. The main concerns right now, it looks like it's going to be Danbury, Bridgeport, Hartford, and New London, which can get the most amount of flash flooding today. Also in this, further on, the National Weather Service issued flood advice flood launches for portions of Sullivan County, I believe, right? Yeah, maybe New York, rural areas. So, definitely a major concern there. Well, it started 8 minutes ago, and we're actually starting to deal with action already. With flooding occurring everywhere right now. Had flash flood warnings for New York, and we already have some serious storms right now with the potential of an isolated tornado. We're taking breaks, as always, on Quinnipiac News, but the major break will obviously be occurring from 11 to midnight, to 30 minutes after midnight, so that I can go to sleep. But for those of you who do not want to see us, we're going to take 5-minute breaks on every other hour, except now we will end coverage once the storms end. But again, the worst of it is likely going to be around 7 p.m. where it looks like it's going to be serious stuff. The problem with these rain storms is that not only this afternoon, but also can happen this evening and overnight, and when it can flood many more homes during nighttime hours. So now it can have some people dead if flash floods occur during the night. So we will be on the air with you to help you get ready for this flash flooding threat. There's obviously lots of flash flooding threats out there this afternoon, but we're definitely going to keep you posted. I'm going to head to the bathroom, and when we come back, we'll let you know about the additional threats for flash flooding. And before we go, I want to make sure that tornado warning was expired.
We were never going to get another bit. But she's doing 1% of what Joe used to do. And that's, to me,
not yet. But I think they're going to expire pretty soon. I think they just did another. Did they issue another one? No, they didn't. Okay. So we're going to take a quick break when we come back to you.
No, I know.
For the latest, but again, we just started our coverage, and already there is a tornado warning. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I'm meteorologist James Branch here at Pioneer Valley WX 211 now, and obviously we've been on the air for like a few hours now, and By the way, we had a tornado warning that's likely going to expire for portions of New Jersey, Somerset, and for Somerset County and Middlesex County too.
It really is.
But the storm's threat is actually going to continue for a couple more hours. We have threats of flooding every step of the way, but we have a. So right now, the current flood owners got some flooding threats. Obviously, you are listening to Quinnipiac News. We are doing we're doing live weather coverage every hour of the way. We actually have the lightning strike from Connecticut, and we have. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be live. Now, last time we had that threat for major flooding, in Connecticut, was back when we had a flash flood emergency for Central Fairfield and Central New Haven counties. It was wiping out lots of flooding, but there could still be, but the same thing can happen again. We will keep you both okay. We just think, okay.
I believe it. That's been my experience.
Okay, it looks like the storm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area and is also no longer capable of producing a tornado. So both the city thunderstorm and the tornado warnings are going to allow to expire. Not only we're dealing with rain across mainly around Western Connecticut, but let's look at the live look from our Quinnipiac camera in Chicopee. We also have rain in Massachusetts too. So our threat of flooding mainly is Connecticut, but even in Massachusetts, there may be some areas where we can get some flooding. We're already seeing some lighter rain, but not heavy rain yet. So we're gonna wait on that and see if that rain comes into the region.
That wasn't on the list. But that wasn't what, I have to look at all of her RFI stuff because it's all wrong. Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. So
A little bit lighter amount here, but we're definitely watching.
exactly. Well, what I was doing is I'm starting to prep for wave 4. I want to, I was looking to see, okay, what plans are included, blah, blah, blah. It's not manageable. She has to fix wave 4. We need to figure something out. We're not even going to have certain documents available to us that are scheduled for September. But, so I looked at the RFIs. There's a whole bunch of RFIs that she has blanked that there are RFIs, so that has to be fixed. But I was looking at the
Also, by the way, the flooding threat continues. Let me actually show you. We got some flood. Okay, we looks like we just got a brand new special list for northern New York.
yeah, no, there's nothing there.
By the way, if you are joining us later in the day, moving today. With 40 floods actually continuing, we actually do not know what happened. We're gonna monitor the situation here, but obviously the 40 floods actually continue. Maybe in New Jersey, but right now. But we'll eventually move through parts of Connecticut.
Right.
There's a moderate risk for Fairfield County, and although our Quinnipiac models do not detect Fairfield County to have a lot of rain, it is still that moderate threat though, so we'll keep you posted if a flash flood emergency is issued, and I think the flash flooding potential here in Chicopee is 10%, while in Fairfield County I think it's 30%. So keep an eye on the radar and on the Quinnipiac app for your mobile device for the latest information on this moderate threat in Fairfield County. Well, also our keeping an eye on flooding in New York. We got some flood advisories now. One in Orange County, New York, where they had flooding earlier, actually some flash flooding earlier, but now there is a flood advisory for that area. Who knows, it may be upgraded to a flash flood warning. But I don't think that's going to happen. Say it for Suffolk, I don't think that's going to happen. Normally we get flash flood warnings when they have a little bit lesser time. But I don't think that's going to happen because the rain is moving out of here. Very, very slow. Like, it's moving like 10 miles per hour. That's going to be really tough. Maybe around 20 miles per hour. That's why we may not get a flash flood warning for Suffolk County. But if we do have a flash flood warning for Suffolk County, then the radios will go off for the first time today. We had 2 activations yesterday for Connecticut. We already had some action in Connecticut yesterday with a severe thunderstorm warning for Litchfield County. And it looks like we do have a flood advisory, or we can say. Flood advisory is in effect for Bergen, Essex, and Passaic. So first look at Bergen today.
Hot mess, Nancy. Like, just filtering. Wait for.
And oh man, gee guys, this is like one.
They were all ASC 501c3s. They're all done in global. Like,
Also watching Enfield right now, and right now not a lot of action right now. But if I have to interrupt you, please let me know.
And then when I go over,
Could be news right now with some flood warnings. So
we have ASC plans.
now, if they are only flood warnings or advisories, now there are 4 ways we are going to end live streaming if we have to. Number 1 is when the storms are out of here. They're out of here. Here every weekend. Number 2 is if the storm, if the flood warning means are the only words left, or even flood advisories. The second option that we may get, may no longer get a flood advice, may no longer live stream for the day, is if we go live for the day today. If we do not go, if flood warning, if there are just one flood warning left. The last option that we will end live streaming is if the flood watch does get canceled. If it does get canceled early, then we will end live streaming right here on Connecticut News. Alright, we're talking about flooding impacts already. We do. Okay, we do have another flood advisory. These flood advisories are continuing to issue by the minute. This could also upgrade Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, and Nassau. This could also be under a flash flood warning. This is to get the point where if Nassau County gets a flash flood warning, then I think Nassau is going to be under a flash flood warning because and when Nassau gets that when up to New York gets that flood warning, flash flood warning for Nassau County, the radios will go off probably for the first time, maybe even the second time if Suffolk County gets a flash flood warning. But it doesn't. But we're waiting on it. So we're coming up on 2:20. Wakey. And it's still raining. Maybe along the New York border. Look at that. Have not heard of a flash flood warning yet in New England, but we're getting closer to it because it looks like now maybe Hamden is getting rained very, very stormy. Looking, and if the flash flood warning gets issued for Hamden County, that would be the first of the day in New England. That would also include a swath of rain hitting into portions of Berkshire County. That can reach a flood advisory. We also have flood advisories right now. And we do have a flood advisory for Fairfield. I don't think so. Also, New London's getting to that range too. Newark is also waiting in. Up to New York, it's going to be activating. WXU-42 will go off in about a few minutes from now because it looks like that flood advisory will go from NASA. We'll upgrade to a flash flood warning for NASA. There's another round of rain heading their way. But there's still a chance that Suffolk can also be under a flash flood warning. So both of these have chances, but it's still not guaranteed yet if both of them are going to be under a flash flood warning. Still likely though that we're going to see some flooding in both locations. But here we go. Our first real action today. I'm actually going to look at the Doppler on my phone here. Oh well.
But they're not on Q-tips.
So I'm going to go to my EMABot. And I'm going to type in EMABot. And I'd like to show you if there's any reports coming in. Because, you know, if we get reports, then that would be pretty bad.
I don't know. I really don't know.
So Suffolk County.
I know Doc Agility, at the very least, really should go to sharp. I have no idea.
Do you have any reports? I don't think so. I'm going to check the report soon, but I don't think there's any reports coming in right now, according to the New York's EMABot page. But right now we're watching the potential right now. But we're actually getting more and more intense as the day goes on as we've got new, probably even flood warnings will be the first issuance by the National Service of Boston. And then maybe upgrade to a flash flood warning? I'm not sure.
Week 5, you're in October.
But it may happen. Oh, by the way, many other reports coming in from the National Weather Service, and I don't think we have not had a storm. Oh, Dwayne, yeah. And by the way, we're live on the air for the next few hours. We'll take a quick break if we need to. But right now we're coming up on 2:24, so let's take another break. From the action, I'll be back at 2:30 for the continuation. Okay, wait to see if I have enough battery percentage. 41%, I'll have another hour or so, and if it's good enough, then we can keep going. We'll be right back. I'll be sitting in the waiting room while we wait. Stay with me near yourself with the latest updates. As information becomes available, I will keep the volume on so that in case the radio goes off, I need to be interrupted. I'll be right back. Okay. So the front. Nice.
I don't know what. That's why I'm like, I did ask. I don't know. Because just to kind of give you like why I'm looking into it is so every time I'm like, okay, the next wave is September's wave.
Number one threat to you.
I have to build the project in CATS. It requires all of these spreadsheets. And then I have to do all of the updates for the RFIs and anything that needs to be cleaned up from a regulatory perspective.
Oh, that's wrong.
And then I have to upload CATS notes so the processors know, like, hey, we changed the vendor list to fix, like, from Great West to Empower. Don't change it back because they've been changing it back incorrectly. And then emails, I have to get emails. But as I'm working through all this stuff, I'm finding, so like I have to vet out all of these plants. I have to figure out who's going to be the assigned restater, the assigned QA, because all of that needs to be uploaded.
Oh yeah, forgot to mention that. Flash flood warning, here we go!
Okay, thanks. Sorry, my son is getting excited about the weather we're getting.
Here we go, first one of the day.
Until 5:30 p.m. To 2:27 p.m. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the Warren area. Between 0.5 and 1.5 inches of rain has fallen. The expected rainfall rate is 1 to 2 inches in 1 hour. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the Warren area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Hazard: flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. Impact: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Flushing, Mont Haven, East Limerick, Glencoe, Neola, Great Neck, Forest Jackson Heights, Bayside, Co-op City, Whitestone, Port Washington, Manhasset, City Island, Sands Point, Little Neck, and East Hills. Turn around. Don't.
So,
It is. I went to the SharePoint
alright.
on 7/25, and I literally just downloaded and saved a copy of that.
So, okay, we just got a flash.
That's what I did.
Alright, we're now at 2:30 on the
And then I
East
added
Coast. And oh boy, guys, we just started our coverage. And oh man, guys, we have another flash flood warning. Oh my goodness. By the way, guys,
We don't have the document yet. We
um,
don't even have the, we haven't tested
first
it.
flash flood warning of the day includes NASA. WXJ-42 got their very first activation of the day. What a start. 2-hour coverage.
American funds.
And oh my goodness.
American funds is on schedule for September, but between you and me, Nancy,
Flash flood warning, flash flood warning, flash flood warning.
like FIS, that
You know, we're coming up on 3404.
You know,
And
we're working with AMC on the
we're still waiting for now for
Suffolk.
Suffolk. How can NASA now be the first WXJ-42 warning to activate that be issued?
Where I'm like,
What's this? We got a new flash flood warning? Okay, this is up for... I think this is the same flash flood warning from the west side. I think this is a different one though. Flash flood warning for Morris County in northwestern New Jersey. So, Suffolk County waiting. We have a new flash flood warning now for Bergen, Essex, Hudson. Communities of Clifton's under the flash flood warning now. So Central Bergen County, Essex County, Hudson County, and Pacific County. But oh man, guys, we just got the first warning of the day. And oh my goodness. This is like a strong wording. If you're in Nassau County in southeastern New York, from Gaither Neck to Sands Point, you are now under a flash flood warning. This is the first flash flood warning on the Quinnipiac TV area of the day today. And get ready, guys, because there's going to be a lot more flash flood warnings of the day today, including one from April. So, just reading the very first minutes of our first of the 2 live streams, and we're live with some flash flood warnings. I have to get editing soon, so be prepared for that. I'm gonna take you will take some breaks from 5 to maybe 15 minutes. I'd like get editing done for in New England. Oh wait, did they cancel the flood advisory? Nope, they kept it.
Okay, alright, I'll wait for that then.
They just waited like 2:19. It was only 9 minutes before they officially issued the first flash flood warning of the day. So,
Yeah, and she did
I was very excited because about the weather. Definitely the start we needed. We needed some flash flood warnings to start our show. Because otherwise we would not be able to start our live streams. Because if it doesn't happen within within an hour, we would not do live streams today and instead do basic videos to read this. But that didn't happen. That did not happen. We got our first flash flood warning, and that was from Nassau. Guys. Uh-oh. I think we just got an update. And OMG. So, by the way, we do have a flash flood warning now for Nassau County in southeastern New York, which does mean something. Which does mean something. This is our first part of Rhode Island under the flash flood warning. And we just got. Here we go. I really want to activate. I'm just going to check the National Weather Service page. What's it for Nassau? That's my only question.
Well, some of them are, and then some
Queens, Richmond, Kings. Missed it. Anyways, flash flood warning for Nassau County, and the severe thunderstorm warning could include Nassau at any moment. Could include Nassau at any moment. So we can also have our first severe thunderstorm warning of the day. Nice. And we have a strong storm over Cherry Down and train marked in Nassau County. Good luck, Nassau, because you may be in an SBR. Oh man. We will begin in about 59 minutes. Thank you. But we have a severe thunderstorm warning already for Queens County. Near, and I mean near, Nassau County, which doesn't, actually going to just missed the sweet spot there, which would be Nassau County, and that missed the SVR. But we may get lucky though, because we may have our tornado warning, and we got a special marine warning. This is for Sandy Hook, New Jersey, the Fire Island, Inlet, New York, about 20 nautical miles, and New York Harbor. Oh man, guys, we're getting big now. Severe thunderstorms that are now capable of producing water spouts in New York Harbor. Some New York Harbor is now involved. Dang! But I would say yes. Look. So by the way, tornado watch not in effect. We may get a tornado warning. I don't know why they did not issue a 2% tornado release, because there was a tornado warning. Literally for New York City, and we have not had a severe storm. Woo! That was a lot of talking right there. Suffolk's in it too. Whoa, man. Coming up to 2:37, we have a flash flood warning now for Nassau County. Let me just keep in mind, we have some other warnings from all across the area. We had a severe thunderstorm warning for Philadelphia. That is such a sort of effect. Sorry about that. Reported of 3.32 in Berks County. Whoa. This should have impacted Nassau County. This should have, because it was on the edge and it did not issue it for Nassau County, but the New York Harbor they should have issued. So we would have gotten our first SVR thanks to Nassau County. But, no thank you. We are watching Suffolk County, because if we have a flash flood warning for Suffolk County, then we'll be big and bad and bomb. Because we're going to have more storms than ever. We have one right now, so if it goes to two, then we would keep going with this live stream, because if we only have one, we end it. And we will not watch it. But again, we're not deleting this, because reminding only 2 days for severe weather. I think we just got a brand new SMW from New Brunswick. And Terryville, you are going to be on the way to FW anyway. Oyster Bay, just getting closer. But now the heart of NYC under a flash flood warning. Oh my goodness. FFW for NYC because but then we're going to move on to the Bronx now, because oh boy, now Bronx County is getting stuck a bunch. Let me repeat that. But anyways, I'm keeping that on. We're at 42 minutes. 42 minutes. So we're coming up on the hour where we're gonna have to watch. It's been a very big moment here, guys. But 42 minutes is really a top-notch moment, and I'm just so happy to be here at Quinnipiac News. I am excited. For my neighbors and friends, especially thinking to you. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. This time, when I'm during the commercial break, I'm going to get some waters, but stay with us though, because I'm going to keep the volume on in case a flash flood warning is issued for Suffolk County. Stay with us.
Yeah, that's why I hear that a lot, like, oh, well, you guys, it was a totally different situation. And myself, Robin DePietro, we worked with Bill, and we did so much manual, we mapped everything for Global. We would spend weekends with these types of spreadsheets, mapping for them. They didn't have to do anything. All they had to do was change the date and put the footers in. You can't even compare them. It's not. But yeah, okay, so I will hold off on moving forward with wave 4 processing, prepping, until Susan's back and we can talk to you about this list. There's only one plan that she has on shore, and that's one.
Quite close. Close too many. Nice water bottle. And, yes. Coming up on 241, what here on Quarterback News, and a lot of people says, definitely monitoring. That's what we do. Why here on Quarterback News, we really want a flood warning for Nassau. For Suffolk County. We do have a flash flood warning now for. And now we're going to keep on here because we're monitoring what could be a severe thunderstorm into Nassau. This could activate an SVR for the first time today on our radios because the only one we have by now is a flash flood warning. We also have a potential flash flood warning that could be issued for Suffolk County, but has not been issued yet. But oh man, guys, we're here for not just for weather. No. We're here to monitor the conditions. And we just issued another flash flood warning. Now in effect until 4:45 for the more areas of Suffolk County. If we go over there, and I'm going to show you. This is the flood advisory that is in effect for Suffolk County until 4:45. But this could be extended pretty much because Suffolk County could be under a flash flood warning at any moment. Even if you live in we'll get a flash flood warning for Suffolk County pretty soon. With that flash flood warning now for Burke, now we got some bad news now from one of the flash flood warnings we have. This is bad news. We have a flash flood warning now in effect, which could be damaging. We're getting for white threatening flash warning. This will likely, and I will say this, will likely be upgraded to what we call a flash flood emergency for ports of Bergen, Essex, and Pacific. So, you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. I think if you live anywhere from Bergen, Essex, Pacific, and Union, I think it's time to have a flash flood warning. If you live anywhere in these four counties in New Jersey, do not attempt to cause a flood unless you're in an area that is subject to flooding or even an area with an evacuation order. But guys, this is more considerable than you may think. Oh my goodness. And now we're getting out of the worst of it, which is some good news. Smithtown! Did I block this? Oh, I didn't. We got a flash flood warning now for portions of Suffolk County. This includes Smithtown. This even includes places where like Shoreham. So FFW really going to be in effect at any moment now for Suffolk County, New York. And I think there's going to be an SVR for Nassau County soon. But if it gets canceled before it heads there, I will not be happy. And I will be blaming to most people at the National Weather Service and up to New York for not relaying an SVR when they should have had to, because otherwise I would miss my chances at an SVR today. Because our only chance is if we have a severe storm in Nassau County. And Nassau County is the only area left of those all the other counties that aren't going to be having the potential for severe weather. And whoa, guys, this is crazy. This is like living out from the point of the S to the L. Flash flooding now reported in Orange County at the 91211 that's not passable anymore, guys. Some bad news, guys. Severe flash warning now for Middlesex County in Yes, northeastern New Jersey. Northwestern New Jersey, sorry about that. What's this? What's this? Mount Holly issues Flashwood 24. Newcastle, Gloucester, Hammond, Delaware counties. And guys, this is a considerable flashword warning, guys. But let me see if they even include a potential for an evacuation that can prompt a flashword emergency. Oh wait, Philadelphia's under a flashword warning. Philly's under a flashword warning. Philly is under a flash flood warning.
Well, now we have to,
For Camden, Gloucester, and Philly until 6:34.
you don't get your direct access.
This
You
is
get access to the team one. Or you can go
this is
into the
considerable
team,
for
but
life
every
threatening.
time it's gonna have
About
to
this
send you a
one?
code, and that code goes to
Not
the
enough
email
yet.
alias. So
But again, if you, I think Bergen, Essex, Central Pacific, and Union would be under a flash flood emergency. So do not attempt to cross any flooding or damage to your area that is subject to flooding, or in an area that is under an evacuation order.
yeah, like why can't I get in?
So, guys, this is like one of the worst today.
Well, that's what happened to me. Because I was like, Andrea, I swear to God, there's nothing in here.
Anyways, we're getting closer now to when we get the biggest rainfall report today.
There's like 5 deleted here. I'm like, yes, because I.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Anyways, Upton, New York is under a severe thunderstorm watch. We got a report from Somerset. US 22, the 2 free rains. Get that, free rains. Shut down. Only the left lane remains open. Let me actually turn on the. And so, by the way, this is a brand new radio. These radios right here. And you know, this way is protecting me if I can. I don't have a chance. So if you turn it on, it's on channel 16 right now, but then you scan it. Then it keeps going. Right now we only have one SVR. Or was it? Oh, I was wrong. What's that? Oh, close. I was just close. What's this? We need to launch the National Weather Service page. What's this newer word?
The original one was 9-1.
Or was it the same?
Now, in the date, the drop down
Oh,
date field,
just
we
the
have
same.
all.
I'm just making this something different. Peterson. Oh my goodness. Look at South with a flood of flash flooding there, and OMG. Southfield is gonna get crushed. They just updated the flood advice watch for Scranton. But Scranton is not under the Great Barrier is looking at right now. But still, there's still enough time to keep going with the flooding front. There are still going to be a few more rounds. So, we're coming up on 2:51. So we're coming up on the time when we're going to get the most amount of alerts of the day. We're coming up on 3 o'clock, and that's when all it's going to get big. That's when we start the biggest round of coverage. And obviously, we're still live with Flash Flooding being a confirmed spot. I like to show you my radio, so.
No, that's the problem with DocuSign. You would have to build a
This.
from scratch. And that is time consuming, so that's why.
I think there's a new
we're
one.
at the point where we just send them via email to the RM to say, hey, you need to deliver this.
Did we just get a brand new report? We need to get a brand new
Hey, you know
report.
what, it looks like
That's
these individuals, you know, were caught.
Mount Holly.
They opened it up, but the, you know.
Flash for warning from Middlesex County. Oh my goodness. Here we go again. This is now a Middlesex County vein or pain checkpoint. So flash for warning from Middlesex County. This is radar indicated. So be aware of your surroundings and do not, and I repeat, do not drive for flooded roads.
Exactly. Now, I'm just curious, can you go back to the other one?
And by the way, funny events continuing on every hour. We actually do have a camera coming up soon. So coming up on 2:53 right now, and then I'm gonna take a quick break. I will edit some stuff to keep you posted, and hopefully you live. Not to be honest, we have multiple radios covering here. If I need to interrupt for flood warning or flash flood warning, oh no, this is gonna get crazy. Then this is gonna get crazy. Southfield? Southwick. Oh, by the way, Southend.
No.
704. Alright.
So,
2:54. We're gonna take another break here. We'll start our 3 o'clock show, and I think they just updated the flood warning. And oh my goodness, folks, NASA. And oh my goodness, folks, this could be the first time today that our location, one of our locations, is at risk of a flash flood emergency. Because if you're in Nassau County now, do not attempt to cross the road unless you're in an area that is an evacuation order. We also got a report of 50 knots in Wilmington and flash warning in Newcastle, Claremont. So considerable flash warning now in Nassau County. Next location, Connecticut.
I guarantee you, if I have to go back in here, it's gonna ask me for it. No big deal, but it is annoying.
We're coming up on 2:55, so let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue on with our coverage. Stay with Quinnipiac News. What's this? No. Welcome back. It's 3 o'clock on the East Coast. Coming up on the last hour, which means more business. And business indeed, as we're live for WX coverage. We're actually taking something very different compared to the other ones. We'll be doing some highlights, but then I'm going to delete those highlights and then get to the next live stream again. So just so that you guys heads up. We also have another strong storm now over Nassau. This is a special weather statement. Here you go. We had this is for Nassau County. Over the Oyster Bay, so we are watching there for possible severe storm. And likely severe storm there into portions of thanks for bearing with us here at 3:01. We have so we got some storms. 14 minutes to go for that. So we first storm one for portions of Union County, New Jersey, and then Kings, Queens, and Richmond in New York. But I think they would expand to include more of Queens, possibly Nassau County, and maybe even a little bit of Suffolk County. I think that can be a possibility. But it's not guaranteed that there's a clause where it may weaken below severe winds before it heads to Nassau County. So we'll hope that it does, or even does not happen. But we'll see what happens. We'll be good, and it will keep going, or we'll be kind of bad. Heads to Nassau. I'm also watching.
That's awesome.
TMR.
That's really good. It really is, and like, I feel bad for Amy having like put together that one. Yeah. She was on vacation, and then she was out sick. And the other thing you have to think about too is from a PEO perspective, like their fourth quarter technically starts in July. That's right. I am giving Amy excuses. Greg he knows better. Yep. But she was sick. She was sick the other day.
Just want to make sure.
No,
Don't get died soon.
she will get it done.
Alright, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This includes New Jersey. This is issued for Monmouth County and Middlesex County. Yeah, how about that? If the severe storm moves into Nassau County, then we have big issues. But wait a second.
No, it was way less than that. Yeah. Yeah, I like the only people that I've heard from with questions are like Debbie and Melissa.
Nassau, why would you? Good thing Nassau County is a warning at least. On the clock it says an hour and 7 minutes. So what we're gonna do at the 3:45, I'm gonna stop live streaming, and then we're gonna keep going while live streaming, so that if you don't have any problems with us, keep an eye on the radar. 3:04 right now. Still waiting on Nassau County, and we're also watching Nassau County. Not just for flash flooding, but also for the threat of severe weather. Because now it looks like we can get a flash flood warning and an SBR for the southern half of Nassau County.
Finally, I'm like, listen, you want to map something? Map exactly as it is, because it's going to change.
Because the SBR is just about 10 minutes and
We need something in there, and we really don't. For the heritage proof lands, you don't, because you you know how when Mass Mutual migrated over and everything we had was RTC
Otherwise,
or
we are
Mass
going to be
Mutual,
issued for
and I had to work with
and
people
then
to get it all
probably for
changed
some
to
Nassau
Power
County.
Trust LLC and
We'll
do
see.
all that updating for the trustees and
Yeah.
everything. I guess
Go
we
for all
actually
you
never
want.
did that
All
when
you
they
want.
migrated over. So all of their documents and all of their stuff still says Prudential.
But we have a severe financial money already, so let's get to those.
And so when I
Severe
had
financial money?
three
I thought it was a flash
at the Rosa
report.
Institute,
That's
and I
true.
reached out to Lisa and I'm like, I don't think this is right. We had to change it from Mass Mutual to return. And sure enough, all of them have to change. So that's something
So,
on my to-do list at some point.
Severe financial
To
money.
work with Charlene and do that mass upload. Because we really should not be listing Prudential as.
Coming up on
Prudential
3:06, and we're gonna take a break earlier than expected in case we get severe weather.
Prudential, it should be.
I'll be right back.
Go.
What's it, Union? Alright, welcome back to the PXC City. By the way, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Nassau, not Nassau, portions of Queens County, which could move into Nassau County at any moment. Well, Queens is one of two areas
Alright, Nancy,
where
I'm gonna go back to Wayne, Charlene's restatements and, then gonna log off in an hour or two, so. If there's anything you need, let me know, but I appreciate you chatting with me.
by the way, we have a severe thunderstorm warning
Alright, I'll talk.
for Nassau, Suffolk County. By the way, tornado warning will not be issued for Nassau County. By the way, it's 3:08. I think they just did it expire the severe thunderstorm warning, or did they not? New SPR FFW for Birkin and Hudson, and Keens, Nass, Manhattan, and Richmond. And whoa, guys, this is getting crazy by the minute. By the minute. It's Southern Bergen, Hudson, Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Staten Island. By the way, Manhattan was already under a flash flood warning with the flash flood warning for, which did include Nassau, but not on the actual terms because, but here we go. I hope that this is a severe thunderstorm warning, but if it does not, then it's still okay because actually it's a little bit weaker in Nassau County. Okay, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna be on the floor or something like that. Getting closer here. SVR. Okay. We have anybody from the net, then I can talk to and just stop them. We have a FFW for Nassau County in southeastern New York. Southwestern Suffolk County in southeastern New York. Where is it? Whoops. No way! The storms are now heading into the White Plains. That's enough to check out in here. By the way, look at Warren. We also got Wayne and Beckett. That's and that's. That was not Family Guy. Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on the flooding. But what's this? SVR for Kent, Queen Anne, Talbot, and Maryland. Wow. These storms are getting crazy. We gotta. Oh my goodness. I have to. You know. I'm gonna now move over. I'm gonna go for it. And you have to.
What are you doing?
You're good.
I said, what are you doing?
I'm doing coverage.
Oh, you're doing coverage? Okay.
Yeah.
In the back hallway of my dressing room in your underwear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you said, I will be sweeping tonight. Period.
Yes, you will.
Anyways. Checking Long Island Sound. You know, I'm not gonna touch those. Okay, 312 right now. The storm is seeming a little stronger right now, but wait, did they? Okay, looks like in West in Summit we got flash money there from MP. Also rescue field. And then from Caribou doesn't seem like a port there. 324. Oh man, we have a tornado warning for Camden, Gloucester, and Salem. Flash flood warning for Barrington, Camden, Gloucester, Mercer, Monmouth, and Ocean. Severe flash warning for Barrington and Ocean. And then continue several warnings. So let's get to that tornado warning pretty quickly. Still monitoring Long Island Sound. So, at 3:09 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Shrewsbury, or 10 miles east of Wilmington, moving east at 30 miles per hour, not 35, but 30. How slow is that? Go for 30 miles per hour, but still get torrential waves. Like, wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. Oh man. But guys, a lot of tornado potentials now in our forecast. So we're going to go for up to New York. And is that a risk of severe weather? Or is it not? It's not heading into Portsmouth, New Jersey yet. How much? Moving like a little closer now. And we use that SVR to keep going. Thank you. Because it should have moved to the east. Now you're moving to the west? What? Did anybody report damage in like one? Anybody? I don't think so. So we got a severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect for Nassau County that could be issued in like actually right now. 3:15, no more SVRs. But it's still good because our main focus of the day is definitely the flash floods. I have not sort of any additional reports, but If they did come to fruition, please let me know. Yeah, no. Thank you. Thank you, no. We got a report now from Great Neck. Terror's dealing with flooding. And oh no, it's coming down soon. But it's gonna be heavy at times. Did anybody see that report coming? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the rain will be heavy at times. So my question is, did anybody see the pause button? Did any of you? Come on, guys, this is crazy. All right, let's go back to Cayman Hunters, so Salem, because they're the ones with the tornado warning. We got storm damage over Washington Town. And look at Woodstown. What? Oh, I just hit the play button. We got some new reports. Tauntonville. Wind gusts of 43 miles per hour. And in Queens, at the Bayside, there is a large truck submerged. And all lanes of the Clearview Expressway has been closed. That's one way to stop the show. Flash flood warning right now for portions of Nassau County in southeastern New York, which does include Nassau. Anyways, no more meetings. It's coming up to 317 right now, but might not know a lot of works. Coming up right now. Now at the 317 now. We had a flood advisory, a flash flood warning from Nassau County. Action has been started. And we're getting ready for dinner soon. But it's still Thursday, so I have to get something. Okay. We're coming up on Frieta. How I sound. That's it for Good American News. Anyways, we have not had a flash flood warning yet for Suffolk County. And we're actually quite calm at this point. Obviously, we're still dealing with some reports coming in right now. Just want to give you guys the latest reports as they're coming in. First Meadows, and again, also just into our newsroom right now. We forgot to mention this before we go back on the air, and we're gonna go back off the air. We'll be back at 4. But reported from Rosedale Park, 4520 on the West 2nd Avenue. With no flooding reports, we're gonna go back to commercial break. We're gonna go back to the show right now. I'll be back in about, if we need to. But right now, just a flash flood warning for Nassau.